He is known as the Emerald Archer. Hello people, today we are talking about the Green Arrow and his origins mainly. Now, we're not going to be talking about his TV show, Arrow, because the origins have slightly altered, but it will come up a few times. Now, sit back, enjoy, and let's get started. But before we begin, click the subscribe button, like the video, comment on what other characters you would like to see me do, and with that out of the way, let's get started. The Green Arrow, aka the Emerald Archer, was first introduced in November's 1941 edition of More Fun Comics, where he was already a technically already established hero. It wasn't until 2 decades later when we find out who he really was, and was known as Oliver Queen, a billionaire playboy who had his own company. But after shipwrecking on a deserted island and spending years there to learn to survive by creating items from wood, stuff like that, he learned archery skills and everything. He came across a ship and managed to get on board. But when he got on it, he realised that there was a mutiny in place. So, using some chain oil to make like a mask around his eyes, he boarded the ship and stopped the mutiny. And in return, the ship captain took him home, where he became a crusader in his hometown of Star City to fight for the little guy and stop things. He even got rid of his company when he found out that they were making weapons and became sort of a street crusader. But he made loads of equipment. He even had an arrow car. Where do you think they got that idea? 3 years after a certain dark night had came, but we're not here to talk about him. In 2007's story Green Arrow Year 1, his origins was slightly increased. Yes, he was abandoned on an island, but he was betrayed after being thrown off his yacht by his best friend and left on the island, which was being run by drug lords. And he made the boat from some wires and got revenged on his friend who threw him overboard and stopped the drug lords and saved some hostages that they had on the island. Now, as Green Arrow has evolved, his stories have sort of increased. He's never had a big motion film, obviously, but in 2012 he did get a brilliant TV show known as Arrow, and is played brilliantly by Stephen Amell, and is currently entering its 7th season, and I'm a big fan of the show. But what people don't know is that Arrow's had many storylines. He's had an assistant named Speedy, aka Roy Harbour, or the Red Archer, or Red. He's got many different names, and actually became a drug lord at one point. Not a drug lord, a drug dealer, a drug addict actually at one point. Now, in the TV show Arrow, there was a character named John Diggle who has become a fan favourite and is currently still going in the show and has been doing so well that he's been written into the comic series. What people don't know is that John Diggle was named after the creator of the Green Arrow Year 1 storyline, and it's a brilliant storyline. It's one of the highly recommended stories I would recommend you read. If you ever get the chance to read it. It's brilliant. But that's what we got on the Green Arrow. Thank you for joining me. So, that's the Green Arrow's origins. If you like this video, please click subscribe down below, like the video, comment on what other characters you'd like to see, and I'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, in a few weeks, I'm going to be doing my first live stream, which is going to be a trivia Q&A with you, the viewers. So I hope you can tune in for that. And with that, I'll see you next time. Take care. Love yous. Bye. If you click here, where my hands would be, but they should be covered by my face, you will subscribe to the channel. If you click here, you'll get some recommendations on some videos you should watch, or a playlist. It's up to you which one you pick. I like this one, but it's free, so it doesn't really cost you anything. And also, if you've got a heart. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye.